What is up, people? Mr. Fallior's Gaming here, I guess you could say. But this is for Runescape. Again, I'm kind of working on the intro. But this is for the Runescape patch notes for June 13th, 2016. I don't know what I'm doing with my hand. Again, I'm just starting, so bear with me. Anyway, um, like I said, patch notes. June 13th, 2016. Let's get right into it. The following fixes and tweaks have been implemented. If you believe a change has not been documented, either in the patch notes or the news post for this week's update, please detail the change so it may be added. As always, be sure to submit a bug report should you encounter a gameplay bug or graphical glitch in-game. Graphical patches. Updated the Hobgoblin fur models from Fur and Seek to match the new Hobgoblin models. The Blast Furnace bank chest now has an icon on the minimap and world map. Spirit trees have had their animations restored. That's it for them. Skills, D&Ds, and minigames. The biggest thing in the entire patch notes is right here. All monsters within the fight kiln have All monsters within the fight kiln have now been buffed in both life points and damage. Most notable of the buffs are Tokar Jad from 7,900 life points to 40,000 life points, and Har Akin from 48,000 life points to 150,000 life points. Players can now use the ability Surge inside the fight kiln. Players can no longer use the alchemy spells while performing certain emotes. It is no longer possible to log out in the Phoenix Egg reward chamber. Added extra checks to prevent blocked items from being taken into Fist of Gothics. Players will no longer disconnect when disassembling items if there are fewer items than originally specified. Quests, challenges, and achievements. The quest icon for Kindred Spirits is now removed from the map upon completion. Fixed a typo when speaking to Jericho at the start of the Biohazard quest. NXT fixes. The delay that happens when setting audio effects have been fixed. Intermittent flickering observed in compatibility mode have been fixed. Fixes have been made for some animations that were appearing on the floor above when Remove Roof Always was selected. Fixed incorrect minimap display when disguised, e.g. heists. The issue where the minimap sometimes appeared black has been fixed. Improved loading speed and reduced shutter when moving. Improved performance on AMD graphics cards. Rivers appearing narrower than they should on the minimap have been fixed. Fixes have been made to stop some locations turning invisible when Remove Roof Always is selected. Animations like Soul Split will no longer be visible from the floor below. So basically, Slayer Tower is where I've seen it the most. Fixed doors turning invisible in instanced areas. Fixed minimap terrain appearing gray in some places, e.g. Elf City. Additional Java fixes. Java and NXT search results now match up. Fixed a rare crash in the animation system. That's it for Java. Other. Winter storage scrolls and the legendary pet banking ability can no longer be used above level 30 wilderness. Unlocking the Araxite pet from the reroll feature on Araxie's corpse will now send a broadcasted message. Multiple dark red messages in-game have been updated to make them easier to read. Attempting to clear the Runemetrics loot interface in combat now gives the correct message. Players can no longer claim more baby trolls when one is already stored in a player-owned house menagerie. Is that how you say it? I don't know. Dragging items to the action bar with a Beast of Burden inventory open in the bank will no longer add items from the familiar to the action bar. The price checker no longer displays incorrect values when the value of a stack of items goes above 2 billion coins. The message received when purchasing bonds now mentions the currency pouch. Ninja fixes. Degradable items are now dropped in the wilderness with their charges intact. High-end defenders can now be augmented. These only have one gizmo slot but can take either a weapon or other armor gizmo. Augmented items are now accounted for on the wealth evaluator if the untradeable wealth option is turned on. Newly created fishing rod-o-matics now stack in the bank. Existing rod-o-matics have no gizmos or item XP, can be converted into the new stacking variant with a right-click option. I meant that have no gizmos or item XP. Upgraded God Wars Dungeon 2, Malevolent, Serenic, and Tectonic armors can now be augmented at an Invention Workbench using a non-degraded piece with an augmenter and 36 divine charges. Already degraded armor cannot be augmented. These armor pieces use their own charge rather than the main charge pack. Once all charge is used and the item is level 10, it becomes uncharged and can no longer be used. Gear upgraded in this way cannot use augmentation dissolvers. Non-augmented God Wars Dungeon 2 upgraded armor now degrades 10%, down from 20% when reclaimed from a gravestone. Remove the warning when disassembling items when the player has maximum materials. Shields, tier 70 and above may now be augmented. Augmented shields can take one armor gizmo. They gain item XP and drain divine charge at the same rate as offhand weapons. Augmented shield bows may now take up to one weapon and one armor gizmo. Players can now disassemble individual items in combat, which is really, really nice. So like God Wars Dungeon 2, when you're trying to get the kill count up and you pick up a bunch of items and stuff to disassemble, you can now disassemble them while still fighting. Item XP and XP until the next item level now appears in an augmented items tooltip and in-chat window when checked during combat, meaning you can now hover your mouse over the item that is augmented and it will tell you the XP instead of having to right-click and press check. The destroy option, and not in combat either, you have to check after out of combat. But now you don't have to. The the destroy option for augmented equipment has been changed to disassemble. Players can still destroy these dragged items from the bank, such as if a player wishes to reclaim tokens for chaotic gear. And that is it for this week's patch notes of June 13th, 2016. If you wish to know the this week's update in general, click the link in the description, although mainly it's just patch notes that I just finished reading about the ninja fixes, but there's also other stuff if you want to know about the Twitch streams this week that's going on, or about Mod Luna, which a lot of people like Mod Luna, her Snapchat thing that they're going to be doing, as well as winning a gaming laptop if that's what you like. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye.